got the new battery in. This thing actually had leads for a battery tender, so I will hook those back up, but I'm just gonna throw them off to the side for now. So the new battery is in. I showed you it started already, but I just want to show you one more time. So it has a little bit of a miss, not surprising. It's still got some of that crappy gas in there. I put fresh gas plus some fuel stabilizer in to try to get it through, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I need to get it out on the road a little bit and let it run for a while. But I'm going to move on to the next thing now that I know it runs. I want to change the oil. I want to replace all the brake fluids, and I want to flush the coolant. So I'm going to start with the brake fluids right now because I think it's the easiest to get to. So we'll start up here. So I'm going to use a pump here to get some of this fluid out, make sure it comes all out. And brake fluid is kind of corrosive, so you don't want to get that on any painted surfaces. Let's get the reservoir cap off. Break that open. So it starts to turn a little bit clear. Oops. Can't let that go too low. Now I'm gonna keep pumping this until I start building some pressure. I dumped the old stuff. You can see how brown it was. Sure this is all clean. Looks like it is. Alright, I like that. It's tight. Let's go back to the back one. All right. Now while I clean up, I'm going to run it for a minute so we can drain the oil. So it's directly underneath the motor, right next to the hot exhaust. Oil's not too bad. So apparently the oil was changed 600 miles ago, and it sat for a while. So I don't think I'm going to replace the filter right now. I'm gonna run this oil for probably 1,000 miles, and I'm gonna switch it out with new oil and the new filter. So directly underneath is a 12 millimeter drain plug, crush washer. This takes about 1.4 to 1.5, 1.6, depending on if you do the filter or not. All right, let's get that plug back in. So 1.5 quarts of GN4 10W30. Window here, I'm going to set it up straight. Take a peek in the window. All right, spot on. Let's do that just to double check. All right, just gonna let that run for a minute, and then I'm gonna drain the coolant. So I'll catch you up on that one next. All right, let's get on to the coolant. So we gotta remove this fairing bolt first. All right, so that screw's not coming out very easily, so we are going to try something different. Alright, that don't come out too easy. Bracket bent. It's pretty low too. Alright, so this is gonna spill all over the place, I'm pretty sure. But we gotta get this bolt off right here. And don't lose the washer. Don't lose that washer. Alright. All right. Coming out slowly, but that's okay because it's not making a complete mess. If I pull this out, it's gonna spray all over the place, so just gonna let it drain slow. So I'll let that drain and I'll pick you back up after that. All right, that all drained out. Let's see if we can get anything out of the reservoir without having to drain it. Reservoir's empty. All right, so it takes about 2.7 liters. So I'm gonna fill the reservoir first. So this being 3.78 liters, save about a liter at the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna have to run it for a little bit, see if that cycles through. All right, I'm I'm gonna wait till it gets hot so it starts to pump the coolant, and then I gotta fill up the rest of it. I got a little bit more to go yet. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put everything else back together. Alright, so where I left off was I was topping off the coolant. So the brake fluid, the coolant, the oil's all done. Really the only thing I got to do is check the air pressure in the tires. The spark plug seems to work fine, so I'm not even going to bother with that. And then I got to put the gas tank back together and all the fairings here that didn't take off. And I'm going to clean all this up. There's old bullet casings from a 22 in here. I have no idea how that got in there, but whatever. So first thing I want to do is actually clean this up and see what we can make this thing look like. It's the old tool kit, some rusty parts in there. Actually, a small little vice grip there. A magazine for a 22, apparently. More 22 rounds that are corroded. Corroded tools and a bunch of rust in this bag. I might try to clean all these up and get a new bag for this, just so I have some tools on the road in case anything would happen. But yeah, I mean, what the heck, I have to fix that up, but we'll try it anyway. Let's get this all cleaned up and button back up again. Beehive, something was living in here. I'll worry about putting the toolkit and everything back in there once I get everything cleaned up. But let's get the gas tank back on. I'm going to put the battery tender terminals on before I put the seat on, so I don't have to do it later. Now let's get the battery on, battery holder. All right, cool. I'm gonna take it outside and we're gonna clean it. It's just gonna wash the grime off, and then we'll clean it with some nicer, get a nicer buff on it. Obviously got some scratches here, not too concerned about it. Maybe a little bit of touch-up paint in the future, but I just want to get it clean and running first. So. Use a little wheel cleaner. I'm not sponsored by anyone. Gonna let that dry a little bit and then we'll hit it. Alright, probably gonna have to do a little bit more in-depth cleaning eventually, but for now, I think that's pretty good. Let's do a final walk around. Thanks guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more small engine repair videos. Again, appreciate all the people that have subscribed, and welcome all the new ones. Catch you guys later.